Okay, so this is going to be an instructional slash overview video of the 2025 Chausson 630 Etape line. First of all, we're going to go around the external of the vehicle, and then we will go into the habitation and cab area. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to open the bonnet. This is really in case you need to jump start the vehicle for any reason. So if you come round to the bonnet area, and you will insert your vehicle blade key, your forward main key, into here. You twist it to the left, that releases it, and then twist to the right while holding to the right and lift up with your other hand, and that will open the bonnet. So as you can see, I have now got access to the bonnet area. You have got your screen wash fill just here, obviously other compartments just there, oil. And then if you need to jump start the vehicle for any reason, you need to take this red cap off here. This will give you access to your positive terminal, and then your negative terminal is just down here on that eye hook just there. And like I said, using the vehicle blade key, that will give you access into the bonnet area. So now I'm going to carry on around the external of the vehicle, currently on the passenger side. So if you need to fill your vehicle up with diesel or AdBlue, open the passenger door, and this will give you access to your diesel fill area. And then lower down, you pull this, and that will give you access to your AdBlue. Also in the front, we have blinds, passenger and driver side. All you need to do is slide these back here and then lift them up. Just have to be gentle with these because they are very delicate, and then hook it into place there, and that will black out the front on the doors. And then on your front windscreen, you got a blind all the way across. You just need to use two hands, one on each side, to lift up that screen all the way up. Slide them back down and then lock them back into place. As you can see here, we've got an external shower point. So this is handy if you need to wash any boots or pets. Here we've got your Truma heating, your boiler for your hot water. This cover here, you'll only need to take this cover off by pulling it at the bottom, like so. When you take this cover off, that means you can run gas on the boiler to heat up your hot water. This is the only reason you'd need to take this cover off. Other than that, leave this cover on, just to save any water getting inside of the boiler. As you can see, we're connected to shore mains hookup, so that's connected here. And then next we do have in effect like a service hatch. So on the right hand side here, we've got your fresh water tank. To fill this up, you just twist this out here, take this cap off here, put your hose pipe in. When the water starts to come back out, that means the fresh water tank is completely full. Also down here we do have a drain valve, which is to drain your freshwater tank to the minimum level. So currently that is in the minimum level, which is 20 litres. To fill your tank up completely full, just knock this down and that will let you fill your water tank all the way to the top. You do have a sticker instruction just there as well. And then also to empty your fresh water tank completely, right underneath the vehicle you will see a white tap that will then have a separate feed underneath the tank and completely drain your fresh water tank empty. And then here we've got your habitation 12 volt system fuses, and then we have your mains breaker here. Just so you know, this one here with a sticker on is actually blank. There's nothing connected to it, so don't think that this has tripped. Then we've got your ski locker at the back here. It's a tall locker as well as some shelves inside that. Your reverse camera is low down here just above the registration plate. So as you can see, I have now got the garage open. You can see plenty of storage in here. Got your 12-volt light in the garage. This will only work with a control panel on. Also in here we have got a vent for the diesel heating, so the garage can be heated as well. You've got 12-volt socket, 240 main socket. Next we have your toilet cassette. As you can see, it's secure into place. To release your toilet cassette, this orange handle, you just need to lift this up and pull towards you. And then if you need to empty or clean your cassette, all you need to do is take it out, twist this orange nozzle outwards, take this grey cap off, and then if you put your thumb on this button here while tilting, that lets air into the top of the cassette so the fluids flow out without splattering you. Also in here you can open up this to give you access internally on the cassette so you can clean and flush it out. To put your toilet cassette back into place, all you need to do is push it in and make sure that this orange tab is securely down like so. Here we have your external gas point. So this is if you want to obviously have an external barbecue. You just need to get a quick release connection on there, and then right underneath the vehicle at the rear behind the axle you can see that grey handle there. That is for your grey waste. That is just a push and pull handle, so you pull it, that will open the blade, push it in and that will shut the blade so the fluids don't come out. And then here we've got your ventilation for your fridge and freezer. And then the last locker before we go inside is going to be your LPG, which can fit 11 kilogram tank inside there and then connect straight onto the gas regulator just there. So now we are going to go into the habitation area. As you can see, this vehicle does come with an awning. I will send a separate link how to set up and use the awning on an email. So the first thing I'm going to show you is your control panel for the habitation. As you can see, I've got it currently switched on. So your top left here, the green light, is your master on and off. This one here is your 12-volt lighting system / charging. So this is doing all your 12-volt stuff. So you need to turn this on to use your USB sockets or your lights. Here we've got your water pump. Only turn your water pump on when you've got physical water in your water tank. You just don't want to run that pump dry. Here we've got your external awning / porch light, and then down here we will have your battery levels. So the first one is habitation, you just push it and it will go up. Next one is your vehicle battery, which will go up like so. This one here is going to give you your fresh water level, which is empty. And then just so you know, this is your grey waste symbol. This will flash when the grey waste is full. And currently, because we're plugged into mains hookup, that will light up green to let you know that you are connected to shore. Here we have got your diesel heating. To turn this on, just press the on button at the top right here and it will go to green, and then you can select your desired temperature. You can select your fan speed. The lights will flicker, The reason for that, the lights flickering, is because the diesel heating is going to draw a bit of the leisure battery power to start up the diesel heating. Also, when you turn off the diesel heating, the diesel heater will fire back up, so don't think that the heat is coming back on. It's just doing an afterburn to make sure everything is burned off. Under this seat here we have a lift up travel seat, same on the left side, so this is a 4x4 travel. Obviously you can lower the table down, spin that around and fold it out to make the dinette a bit lower down. This switch here is for your underfloor heating. That will only work on mains hookup because it's quite powerful. So this vehicle does have the Arctic pack fitted. And then under this seat here, the reason you need access to this seat is in case you need to empty / drain your boiler for winter, or if you're not going to use it for a while. So down there is a yellow valve. Currently that's in the vertical position, so that means that valve is open, so any water that goes through that boiler now, or any water that was in the boiler, is draining straight out of the motorhome. To shut this, all you need to do is knock that yellow valve down like so. So now that valve is currently shut, so when you start to prime your system, i.e. on your hot water side through your tap, it will fill your boiler up and then come through to your tap. If this valve is open, it will just drain straight out of the van. Here we've got your controls for the drop down beds and adjustable table. These will only work if you have got the safety key in, and the safety key is currently above the passenger seat at the front in the cab area, so that's your safety key. Also behind that cover is going to be your bed motor, so if one of the beds fails, you need to take this cover off here and wind the motor up. And then on the other side there's no key, but behind that cover is the motor for the other bed. So the only reason you need access to these is, one, if the motor fails, or potentially could have blown a fuse, which you might be able to replace the fuse. The worst case scenario, you've run out of leisure battery, so you might need to manually wind them up. But once the safety key is in, you can use these controls to adjust any of the appliances, table, and then drop down beds like so. If them safety keys are switched off, all these will not work. Next we'll go over the kitchen area. So as you can see, we've got a 3-ring burner. 2 is gas, 1 is electric. The electric one will only work on mains hookup, and then obviously gas is when you're off grid, or if you just need that extra stove area. Here we've got your sink. So if you need to prime your system with water, so once you've got to campsite or your destination, you need to fill up your fresh water tank completely full. And to prime your system, what we're going to do is turn on the control panel, turn on the pump, and then what we'll do is open the tap on the cold side, and the cold water will come through. And then once the water comes through at a steady flow, twist the tap the opposite way to the hot side, and then that will then fill up your boiler with water as long as you've shut all them valves. So your water will go from your freshwater tank into your boiler. Your boiler holds around 10 litres of water. Once the boiler fills up, the water will then come through at a steady flow, and that means your system, your water system, is completely primed, ready on demand. So the only other thing you need to do for your hot water side is above the kitchen in this cupboard here, you've got two controls. One is boiler EL, which is on electric here. So you've got two settings, low and high. It's just a rocker switch, and then on the right hand side, that is Truma boiler. That is when you're on gas. So you've got 50 degrees, 70 degrees, exactly the same, low and high. On gas, you need to make sure that you turn on your gas as well as take off that external flue cover. If you don't take off the flue cover, the boiler will fail and not ignite to heat up your water on gas. On the electric side, on the low setting, it's around 5 hours to heat up. On the high setting, it's about 1 hour and 10. And then on the gas burns hotter. So on 70 degrees, it's around 20 minutes. Here we've got your fridge freezer. To turn this on, just press and hold and it will light up. And this is a three-way fridge. So as you can see, it's gone to mains hookup because we are connected to it. But I can change this by using this touchscreen here. So we've got A, which is automatically going to select the best source it has available. So as you can see, it's gone to mains hookup because we are connected. The next one is vehicle battery. So this is actually taking a live feed from the engine, from the leisure battery, sorry. So the engine, when the engine's on, the engine gives a live feed to the leisure battery, and then obviously this takes a feed when the engine is on from the leisure battery. The next one is gas. So if you're off grid, you'll be on gas. You just need to turn your gas canister on. Most people do leave it on auto, because if I unplug from the vehicle now and turn on the engine, it will automatically go to the battery symbol, and then if I unplug and the engine's not running and turn gas on, it will automatically select gas. And then here we've got your temperature, which you can obviously decide which is best. It all depends how much you fill up the fridge. And to turn it off, just press and hold, and that will completely shut down the fridge freezer. And then the last thing is just in the toilet area, shower area, just so you know. So your toilet, you got your toilet blade there, so that gives you access to the toilet cassette. So you need to open that when using. And then you've got your flush here, so the blue button is going to give you your flush for the fresh water, and then the indicator to the left of it, that little symbol there, what looks like a toilet cassette, that actually lights up to let you know your toilet cassette is full, so you need to empty it. Also, this little rocker switch here is your lights, nicely hidden away. And then we've got your shower cubicle. You've got a hanging rail up here, so obviously if you've got any wet stuff, you can hang that in here. So that is the instructional / overview video complete of the Chausson 630 Etape line 2025. If you have any more questions, leave a comment below, or you can always drop us an email.